Hola, and thank you for finding me here at my original YouTube channel since 2020, Benidorm and beyond. Today I continue my long-established series, Benidorm's brand new bars and businesses, which each time shows you a whole host of befores and afters that you may not have seen since you last visited the resort. Consisting of bars, restaurants, shops and other businesses that have all opened under new guises in old premises, let's crack on with the 28th instalment, and please feel free to check out my previous 27 vlogs for places you may have missed by simply searching Benidorm and Beyond New Bars and Businesses on YouTube. We started today towards the central area of town, where on the junction of both the Avenida del Mediterraneo and Avenida Dr. Orts Yorca, we see that what was previously a large discount clothing shop called Super Chollo has now disappeared after being almost razed to the ground. This great corner location venue has now emerged after many weeks of building work and renovations, and to much local interest as well as on social media, as the Tipsy Jockey Bar, which is definitely a horse racing themed pub rather than a bookies, although apparently in the future they will be featuring something called digital racing, with digital racers on the TV which you can place bets on and win fantastic drinks prizes, which sounds really interesting and of course fun. With a large gold statue of a horse and a jockey with his whip on top of the roof, and large red, green and white hoardings, as well as a statue of a slightly inebriated jockey looking out onto the street, complete with champagne bottle and glass in hand, the premises are certainly eye-catching. And their opening day on Saturday, April the 18th was a huge success, with the place packed to the rafters both times I walked past it. There are large screens for showing all the live sports on, with an inside bar for those who prefer to sit inside, and even toilets that are modelled like stables. And singing acts are already being advertised every night, as well as their many food and drinks offers, with a fabulous choice of draft pints available, which are Heineken, Madri, Guinness, John Smith's, Coors, Carling and Amstel, as well as Birra Moretti, Strongbow, Stella Artois, Tennant's, and no less than 2 flavours each of Thatcher's and Copperberg for all you cider lovers. The iconic Benidorm beer bucket deals are also a good price, with 5 Amstels or San Miguel's coming in at just €7.50, going up to only €12 for 5 bottles of the premium Mexican beer Sol. Cocktails start at €6.90, which include all your favourites, as well as their speciality, the Tipsy Jockey, at €8. And to keep you going all day, you can choose an English breakfast for $5.99, or maybe a toasty and chips for €1 more, or pick from one of their burgers, wraps or snacks such as onion rings, wings or nachos to make sure you aren't drinking for too long on an empty stomach. I'm sure this new bar, which incidentally has the same owners as the Brit station on the Strip, will do very well in its perfect location, attracting all ages and nationalities, so why not pay it a visit next time you're here? Moving down now onto the beautiful Levante beachfront, but more towards the old town on the section known as Avinguda Alcoy, we next see that what was formerly the Urban Beach Gastro Bar, just above the Udaku supermarket, has now become the fast food diner and takeaway of Taco Bell, which although it did open in February of this year, I've only just noticed it myself recently when passing by at night. For those who've never been, Taco Bell is an American fast food chain specialising in Mexican-inspired cuisine, such as tacos, burritos, quesadillas, nachos and much, much more. Their menu features a variety of customisable options with seasoned meats, beans, cheeses and fresh toppings, so why not give it a try if you fancy something a little bit different. Heading up to the outer Rincon de Loix neighbourhood now, along the long road into Benidorm of Avenida del Cervera Ochoa and not far from Benidorm Palace, we see what were previously the officers of Fun and Quads Adventure, who offered quad hire and local excursions, has now become the gastro bar of Bora Bora. Promising tropical vibes in Benidorm, according to their tagline on Instagram, they serve up a selection of burgers, pizzas and snacks, as well as cold beers on their sunny terrace from 9 a.m. to 1 a.m, and also have a ball pool on site to entertain the smaller members of the family. A perfect tranquil spot to enjoy a refreshment with friends, especially for people who may have just trudged around the large Iceland superstore next door. Delivery is also available. Crossing over to the very heart of the old town now, and down towards the bottom of the busy pedestrianised shopping street of Calle Thomas Ortuño, and just across from the Hotel Las Vegas, we see what was formerly the small corner supermarket of Martin Martin, who also offered a selection of mouth-watering bakery delicacies in their window, has now transformed itself into the modern shoe shop and accessory store of Moda de Amaya. Further up this traffic-free hill, we then see another new business, this time the single locale unit that was previously the formal children's and babywear shop of El Armario de Marietta, which has now become a tempting takeaway bakery which had no signage when I discovered it, not long after opening I should imagine, but which I've found out since is called Pasteleria Dulce Angel. A sister business to another successful pastry shop in Alicante, they offer tempting thick slices of every sweet cake you can imagine, as well as freshly baked baguettes and rolls. With the already established Granier Bakery on the same street, there's now just one more reason to browse this charming tucked away Old Town street. Moving over to the new town now, along Calle Lepanto and just alongside Avenida de Murcia, or the Yellow Brick Road as many of us know it as, we see what was formerly just a mini-mart right next door to the Dutch cabaret bar of the New Artist, which has also incidentally become a new venue since I last walked this way, has now morphed into a fantastic new cabaret bar called Viva Lavida. Boasting a cool 50s rock and roll theme, good vibes, fabulous cocktails and happy staff are promised. And with an ample sun terrace to enjoy a drink on, you can visit by night or late afternoon as they open at 5 o'clock daily. There are currently live singers on at 9 p.m. and 11 p.m, and these are followed by karaoke until early morning straight after the shows, with 1 week a night dedicated purely to karaoke if you fancy making an evening of it. Back in the new town area once more, along the busy avenue of the Avenida del Mediterraneo, and just around the corner from the Hotel Villa de Benidorm and next door to the Wine Barrel, we see what was previously a cheap fashion outlet that also sold an assortment of replica sports shirts and baseball tops is now the Canaland Botanical Store, which is a new store selling all things CBD related. If you follow and like their picture on Instagram, you'll get a discount on all products in the store, so if the green weed is your favourite plant, it surely must be worth a visit, and why not if you get a price reduction into the bargain too. Heading back over to the Old Town once more, along the bustling Paseo de la Carretera, otherwise known colloquially as the Walking Street, we see what was formerly the children's wear shop of Marisol has now become Cel Empanadas, selling a tasty selection of traditional Argentinian pasties to take away and enjoy on the go. These are filled with all sorts of yummy savoury fillings, such as ham and cheese, spinach, tuna or meat, and they even offer something for the sweet tooth for dessert in the form of ice cream or waffles, as well as cans of pop or bottles of water to quench your thirst. Whizzing over to the Rincon de Loix area now, along Avenida Ametlla de Mar and not far from the Servi Group Hotel Nereo, we see what were previously the two businesses of a small Chinese clothing shop and the jewellery store of the Silver and Stone House respectively, which have now merged to become a large Wave the Wave store. This brand, which is based in our Alicante region, specialises in functional, eco-conscious jewellery and accessories, offering a variety of colourful items including rings, necklaces and pendants. And I also noticed some pretty jewellery boxes and cosmetic bags inside, so well worth a look if you're in the area, if you're after a small gift to take back home with you, or maybe just a treat for yourself, and why not too. Back into the heart of the hidden Old Town area again, along the traffic-free shopping street of Calle de Tomas Ortuño, we see what was formerly the takeaway unit of Churreria Modelo, who turned out hot, sugary churros, which are similar to donuts, on a daily basis and always seem to have quite a queue, so I'm surprised they have closed down, has now become the discount fashion outlet of Nude, with prices starting from just €3. Now in the Centro area, right at the very gateway to the Old Town, along the Avenida del Mediterraneo, we see what was previously the Spanish fashion retail outlet of J. Olmos, which has now become the fashion jewellery store of Vera. This makes it this brand's second shop in town, so clearly we're all accessory mad right now, or they think we are, with our other store being on the same road, but instead right at the very other end in the Rincon de Loix neighbourhood. Moving back towards the new town again, however still along the busy avenue of the Avenida del Mediterraneo once more, and just along from the 4-star Hotel Don Pancho and the delicious adjacent bakery of Granier, we see what was formerly the Toomey Beach Shop, selling a selection of beach style and casual clothes. This has now become the modern nail and massage salon of simply Nails and Massage, but with no costs displayed in the window or a leaflet of services and prices outside to take away. I really can't tell you any more about it than that at the moment. Heading further along this street, but at completely the other end again, sandwiched in between the Avenida del Mediterraneo and the beachfront prom, just up from the Jolly Roger bar along Avenida del Dr. Orts Yorker, we now see what was previously the business of Aigu Scooter Rentals, who had been closed for quite some time, has now become the funky neon Indian restaurant of Tikka Junction, which opens daily from midday. Their next door business has also changed hands since I last filmed this area and took notice clearly, as I didn't pick up on it until this time, with the adjacent restaurant that was previously Leblon now having rebranded itself as the Freideria del Mediterraneo, offering up a whole host of different foods to choose from, including a quick canya and tapa for €2, right through to a menu of the day for €15.90, or an entrecôte steak, lamb chops or a mixed grill for those meat-loving passers-by. Skipping back to the Old Town once more, and along the Paseo del Carretera, or the Walking Street as it is known as informally by the Brits, we see that what was formerly the Victoria ice cream kiosk with its green and white awnings selling authentic artisan ice creams, has now become the corner shop business of AC Joyas. This new business stocks a large selection of mainly stainless steel jewellery in the form of earrings, pendants, necklaces and rings, and it won't break the bank either, as every item is priced at just €5. Moving over to the heart of the new town party area now, along Calle Lepanto and just across from the Hotel Presidente, we see that what was previously the once popular Hurler Irish bar, and then very briefly the Hungry Point Indian and fast food takeaway afterwards, has now become the Woodfire Grill, restaurant and takeaway. Offering a full menu including ribs, roast chicken, burgers, kebabs and skewers, as well as a small variety of salads, pastas and fish, no doubt it will be a welcome addition to the street, which is already packed with curry houses and Indian restaurants. Penultimately, we head over to the Old Town again. We're on the Walking Street, just before the start of the Poniente Beach and the charming Parque Delche, or Dove Park. We see that what was formerly the Joyeria Real's jewellery store has now become outlet. Selling shoes and sandals all at just €10 per pair according to the store window, although the painted sign above says from €10, so don't get caught out. These are all factory leftovers and remnants, so a great opportunity for a bargain for everyone. Finally, in the centre of town, along the pedestrianised part of Calle Girona, known as Food Street, and just opposite the well-known British eatery of the Halfway House, we revisit a business that I touched upon in the past on one of my building work vlogs, but as it looks so fabulous and I now have better footage of it, I thought I'd show it to you again. Here we see what was previously the Italian restaurant of Pizzeria Trisapori, has now become the pretty modern diner of Gigi's Pasta, offering freshly made pasta, focaccia and Italian deli items with attractive seating both inside and out. This brings us to the end of today's vlog, and I really hope that you've enjoyed this latest tour with me of a whole new batch of bars and businesses in town that you may not have seen since you last visited Benidorm. And let's hope that they all have a very successful and bright future ahead of them. If you did like this video, I'd ask that you please give it a thumbs up and like it, or maybe just make a comment or add an emoji, or share this vlog, or consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet already done so. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you out and about next time, maybe videoing some of Benidorm's new bars and businesses, who knows. Until then, take care, bye for now, and catch you again soon. Cheers!